In this video, I'm going to explain why I went to Scotland and why going to events that are outside of your country, outside of your city is so important for your business in the network marketing space. Now, if you don't know, hello, my name is Olivia and I help the multicultural millennial to brand on social media and to earn also at the same time. So if that is you and you have not done so, do like and subscribe so you can be alerted when we have a video a week, every week. Is that right? Regardless, anyways, does not matter. I'm gonna just make sure that I don't go off script as I usually do. But why I traveled to Scotland for my company, my business event. There's a couple of things that when you commit and you decide to do something, automatically it will shift everything. Is it convenient to travel? Not really, especially when the event is on a weekend, but it gets you, first of all, which is what I want to, it gets you out of your comfort zone. It gets you to do things that will get you onto, oh no, I'm committing to my growth. And committing to my growth means investing in me, investing in a hotel, investing in traveling, investing in eating, investing in being maybe by myself to get to the place. Although I met my partners here because some of them were living here and some actually didn't. I have my friend Wilma who came from Spain. She's actually Scottish, but she came here to Scotland. Anyways, it turned out well. So it's getting out of your comfort zone, because the more you get out of the comfort zone, the better you are at understanding different cultures, also understanding what risk means to you, but also understanding, like, the most important part is, what is it that you want? We don't get things that we want if we don't get out of our comfort zone. And if you're here watching this, when's the last time that you didn't get out of your comfort zone to get that deal or to buy those pair of shoes, or even this network marketing, even with Fitline? Like, if you had not jumped into the opportunity, or maybe you have not yet, if you don't jump into it, you won't know what the other side will bring you. And there's always learning. There's never, ever, ever failure. It's just a learning curve that I didn't get what I wanted, so I'm going to learn on how to get what I do want, right? We stack up all these sort of quote unquote failures which I don't really think they are, but they're just learning curves. So you stack them so you understand. Now, of course, if you make the mistake more than like 2-3 times, you haven't learned your lesson. But if you learn to grow, if you learn to, just like investing, same thing, putting money aside, it's a muscle to tell your brain to not spend the money, but to put it aside. For me, spending would be coming here to travel. Of course, I can put that on my expenses, but it's getting there and getting out of your comfort zone, saying like, you know what? No, I am traveling because this is what I decide. Like, this room is great. I found it. We're not far from the event, which is about like 5 minutes from here. Is it a cool room? Yeah, more or less. I mean, it's like a small little cubicle I can show you. It's nothing fancy, but it does the do, right? Like, I literally just put you onto the active ice because that's the only thing I can film. And, it's the fact of, getting out of your zone of comfort, even to booking a hotel, like looking it for yourself, buying the flight too. What time should I leave? Like, in terms of expenses wise, the price of me leaving early in the morning on Saturday and leaving Sunday early would have been perfect. But no, I decided to leave in the evening so then I can go to one. We're going to go to Arthur's Seat. Like, going there for me is much more exciting, right? Which reminds me, I just need to double check and see because I'm supposed to be meeting her. So that's one. Number two, it's going to be growing in terms of meeting other people. Like, what has worked for them? What strategies has worked for them in terms of them showing up on social media, or how they talk to people, or how they interact with people? Like, what has it been for them that they're like, oh man, that's awesome. I love that idea. I love how you brainstorm. I love how you break it down. I love how it's easy for us to understand. Like, you want to make it as simple and easy for somebody that's like, oh man, I get it, right? And even sometimes some people, we had this person that came today and she just didn't really understand all of the ins and the outs of the business, but she was willing to learn and willing to see that, oh, she made mistakes. But you could see on her face, like, oh man, that didn't really work. But it was only constructive criticism that we were giving her of what we have been through for her to help her get better in her business, right? There's something when you get together and you help each other, it just brings a different sense of knowledge, a different sense of, not urgency, but a different sense of being at the right place where you should be, okay? And I find that just so beautiful, because when people come together and they share, I don't know about you, but I love it. I was talking yesterday, met this awesome person, Megan, and who has a great following on TikTok. And I only seen her on social media since COVID, right? But by me meeting her, coming to an event for my company, but coming to meet her and being like, you know what, this is what I do, connecting with her, knowing more about her, she knows more about me. Like, relationship is what moves the needle forward. And I gave her so many other tips because I love what I do, and I always want to give and pour from a place of like abundance, because I just believe that, maybe that person is struggling on something and you can help. And that's, if had I not come to Edinburgh, I would have probably never met her, and she maybe would have never come to London, or maybe she would have. But it's just meeting people at the right place at the right time. It's an overflow, and I completely love it, because it just shares that we all need each other. And that's what you'll get literally from that. So meeting new people, it will expand your vision. Even for me, it had me thinking, oh, okay, who can I now start to connect here? As we're growing the team and wanting to grow in Edinburgh, like the whole UK is about to grow, is about to expand. So who can I connect with? Who can I talk to? Who can I like be connected to start, the growth of the business, to help them on their journey to earning the extra cash flow, to feeling good in their body, to the feeling good system. We want that. You want something that aligns body, you want something that aligns your soul, and something that aligns like your mind. And so it goes hand in hand all together. But you've got to be secure in who you are. And then I put a point here, but last thing, as I said, it was going to expand your whole growth. But it's more than that. It gets you to face your fears, right? So here, for example, as I'm meeting my partners here in terms of business, I traveled here alone, but they arrived a little bit later, so I only met them later on. But facing the fear of going to eat all by yourself, facing the fear of walking all by yourself in the streets, to, just discovering, there comes a different sense of knowledge, there comes a different sense of acceptance, there comes a different sense of who I am. Like, I'm okay if I eat alone. I actually went here in Scotland, there's a place called the Little Larder, which is a full Scottish breakfast. Oh my days, I absolutely loved it at 1,000%. Now, could I have gone somewhere else? Absolutely. But I waited in the queue all by myself. And when the lady came up, and it was probably 15 minutes I was waiting, she's like, a table for two? I was like, a table for one? And she's like, yeah, come on, just sit down, right? Like, I ate alone. I had like an amazing, wasn't a couple, but it was like two Americans. They were traveling. I don't know if they came with their wives or whatever, but maybe their wives weren't shopping, and so they just decided. But anyways, they decided to have breakfast together. It was just so cool. Like, just talking to them a little bit, and then me just sitting at my table listening to a podcast. I was listening to, well, actually not a podcast, but I was listening to an Audible, like The Psychology of Money. A really good stories to have. I definitely think it was, and who's that from? So I can give you the right. That is from Morgan Housel. So The Psychology of Money, highly recommend it. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah. Right, so Psychology of Money. So really, really good book, Audible, that I was listening to. And I swear, doing those things on a repetitive thing, at some point, breakthrough will come. But it gets you out of your zone of comfort. It gets you to do the things that matter, and investing in you, right? A lot of people will like invest in, buying a new handbag, buying a new, pair of shoes. Invest in your growth. It has no price. And so I will always invest in me. I will always come first, but I will also do it with other people that are wanting to grow. So hopefully these three little tips have definitely helped. If that's something for you and you're wanting to grow your business on social media, wanting to earn also at the same time, there is no cap to earning. If you like branding and you want to sell, but sell in your purpose by giving to people, the gift of life, and inspiring them in so many ways, absolutely, you can just drop me. There should be a link below. You can click on that, or you can message me on WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook at Olivia Igwe. Get more information. Let's get you started to grow your business and grow also what you're worth. Like, if you're fed up of living that 9 to 5 or having just a mundane sort of, I can call it a mundane life in the sense that you're not fulfilled. and you want something that will fulfill you, absolutely. So guys, I love you and appreciate you. Remember to be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. Talk to you later. Bye.